My name is Jerry Castaneda. My formal name is Gerardo Castaneda, but everybody calls me Jerry. I am a Human Resources Administrator here at Laredo ISD. I've been with the department for a little over 5 years. I've been with the district for 30 years in many roles. Teacher, test facilitator, assistant principal, and now Human Resources Administrator. The biggest need, of course, is filling in vacancies from K through 12. Most challenging is going to be, I can tell you right now, is going to be the secondary in the areas of math and science. It's usually difficult to find those teachers because many of the, I guess you could say, college students sometimes take a different career path, and then they kind of decide to become teachers in that area, and they don't have the formal training to be in there. But nonetheless, we do use our alternative certification programs to fill those positions. The other challenge is we do have EC through 6 teachers. There's always a need for those teachers, and we do have a good pool. The local university supplies us a good pool. But one of the challenges that we have with those teachers is once they're certified in their standard certification, there is a bilingual certification that they need. It's required by the federal government, and it's 2 exams, and one of the exams out of the 2 is 100% formal Spanish. Even though our second language is Spanish for most of us, but formal Spanish is talking about accents and very, very formal Spanish. So it's challenging for some of our graduates, and I am one to say, I mean, you give me a newspaper to read in Spanish, I'm gonna have to read it a couple of times because I can read Spanish, but to internalize all that, I'm not fluent in the way it should be, but that's just the case. I guess as some of these teachers do help us, that do pass right away. We do ask them to come and talk to the teachers that are still kind of, struggling and moving along, and we do ask them to participate in some study sessions and help us on Saturdays so we can actually meet with these teachers, because during the week it's difficult. And aside from that, we do offer exam review sessions that I have two resources that they come in and actually provide that Texas Access exam review. And along with them, we bring in those teachers to kind of tell them, well, I did this, or we got into study groups, or I stuck to, I looked at what domains were more particular and what questions were more in domain 1 or 2, or things like that they kind of help us too. So I kind of like, I guess, using them as a resource, those teachers that do pass the exams rather quickly. Sometimes I feel like the career path of a teacher doesn't hold the same, I don't want to say level, but the same prestige, I guess, as an architect, as a lawyer, as a doctor, as an accountant. It's always like, okay, so, the teachers are kind of taking a back seat to that, and I wish they could, or I hope that one day they can have that same level of prestige, and maybe that'll help, of course, instigate and propel some of these younger generation to become teachers and join the field of education, because I've noticed in our job fair sometimes we go and there's very few individuals out there that we speak to that want to be teachers or in the pathway of teachers. So we need to kind of build that up, and it's difficult, it's a challenge, but maybe community, university, and everybody together we could get that going.